Hello, my name is Chris Robinson. I'll be your instructor for Math 081 this semester. I'd like to take a little bit to bring you up to speed on how to get the textbook and kind of just get started with our course. Perhaps this might help you before you come into class on Monday. So what we're going to do here is going to share my screen. We're going to go into Blackboard, and I'd like you to see the options I've set up for you, okay? In the bookstore, I believe if you inquired with them about our text, they're saying that you should wait to contact me. There's something called first day access. You should never have to actually go to the bookstore to get our text. You set everything up so you can do it at the best possible price, at the most convenience in this way. So depending on which section you have, I have 2 sections of Math 081. They're offered at noon and at 1 o'clock. So I'm just going to discuss this for one class. It's going to be exactly the same thing for the other. So what you want to do is I've set up Blackboard when you go into our course to come into a Start Here area. Now, what we should do is get you enrolled in MyLab. Our textbook is nice and all, but all of our homework, all of our tests, quizzes will be completed using MyLab. We have a specific ID for our class, a USI Math 19242. Now this works for Math section 081, Math 081 section 008. If you're in Math 081 section 010, that number will be slightly different. So you'll want to look in your version of when you pull up your class, that number, the 19242, will be different for you, okay? But either way, you want to copy that. And then what you're going to do after this is essentially, let's see, click on this access code up here, and you will paste it in. And then you'll select continue. Now, I can't select continue at this moment because the course hasn't opened up for everybody. I'm a few days ahead and trying to get things ready for you. But you'll copy that, paste it into this using the link. The link is actually in Blackboard, enroll in MyLab. You click on that, and then you will paste it in there, hit continue, and it'll be getting you where you need to be. Next thing we need to do after that is, it's hard for me to say right now because I can't run through it, is you're going to have to set up a username and a password with MyLab so that they know who you are. Please, please, please. Use your USI email account and write down your password somewhere that you can get a hold of it. I don't have access to those. And if you are in a rush and you do some sort of typo, it could be days before you're able to get into your account. I can't access that. That's all through Pearson, MyLab. And they're going to have just not the students at USI who might be trying to access new accounts, but across the nation, perhaps even across the world. So make sure you hit that spot on to avoid frustration. Use your USI email. Make sure you've got that email perfect. Use a password that you remember, and you should be in pretty good shape. So once you've set up an account, you got your password, they're going to be wanting you to pay for access to MyLab. Now, here's where we need to go back and where I'm at right now, essentially. And over on the left side of, actually, you don't have to do that. It's another course I'm thinking about. Underneath here, it says course materials. You're going to select that. Let's give it a minute here to come on up. And it's going to have you the opportunity to get your access code for MyLab. So you would select, reveal that access code, you'll copy that, and then you'll go back to MyLab where they are wanting you to type in or actually paste in that, I'm going to exit this, where you can go ahead and paste that into MyLab. That's payment for the product. You don't have to go to the bookstore. The university is going to charge that to your account. You're going to be good to go. But just in summary here, make sure that you've got the correct course ID. If you have me for section 8008, you use the one here on the screen. If you're in section 010, so if you're meeting at 1 o'clock, you'll want to highlight USI Math with 98412. That's the one you're going to use whenever you try and identify the course. Once you've got that done, you're going to set up your Pearson account with an email at USI and a username that you can remember very well, hopefully. And then select course materials. Ask them to reveal the access code. It tells you the price for it right there. If you want to try and look for a cheaper price somewhere else, I welcome you to, but I don't think you're going to find it. And you're going to take time in order to get that to happen. We've really tried with the publisher to get you the best situation possible. So you select that reveal access code, you copy that, and then go back to MyLab where it's asking you to enter that in there, submit it, and you'll be good. So that's sort of the big thing, getting ourselves set up for using our textbook. It's going to be electronic text, being able to do our work through MyLab. If this is giving you some trouble, you let me know, you send me an email back, we'll get you going. But it would be nice if you kind of get this going, say Sunday night or before you come to class on Monday. That's why I'm putting this video out here. But if not, we'll work through it in class. The thing I also want to mention is our first class will not actually be in the lab. We have set up a sort of a classroom, a lecture on the Monday of each week. So that's another reason I want to send this out, is maybe to help you if you're trying to work through this without me in the computer lab. So look forward to meeting all of you. Again, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you on Monday.